Hey guys, what's going on? Back to you again with a movie review. I know I haven't been on for a while. Just had a lot of stuff going on recently, but today decided to do movie reviews for you guys today. First one that I'm going to be doing is of Problem Child, um, and this one was released in 1990. Stars, of course, John Ritter, Michael Richards, Gilbert Gottfried, and uh, Jack Warden. I think that's his name. Yep, Jack Warden, and it is directed by Dennis Dugan. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Uh, but yeah, so basically, you have this married couple called the Healy's. I guess what they're called. Um, and they can't have a child of their own, so they decide to go and adopt a child, and they end up adopting this 7-year-old kid named Junior, and he's a very big, troublemaker and stuff like that, and causes all kinds of problems. Is always up to something, and that's basically what the story is about. And yeah, it's a great coming of age comedy movie, and it's a classic in my opinion. You got great people in here. You got John Ritter as the father. Um, Mr. Healy is what Junior usually calls him. Yeah, John Ritter is great in this movie. It's a shame that he passed away in 2003 at a young age. He's very well missed. He was a great guy. Um, yeah, and Gilbert Gottfried as um, Gottfried, excuse me. He's very funny as Mr. Peabody. There's a picture of him right there. Yeah, he's just super funny. And the kid is also pretty funny. Like he's a little twit, but he's just hilarious. And the mom, Mrs. Healy, is a bit of a snob and a control freak, and um, is very selfish and narcissistic, and always wants stuff her way. And whenever she doesn't get her way, she pouts like a 5-year-old, basically. And but she does a great job. That actress, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but someone will probably comment down below, and if you do, that's fine. But yeah, she's pretty funny. Yeah, there's like very like memorable scenes, like the scene where Junior's messing around in the cafeteria, like he throws the food up in the ceiling and then it sticks up there and it falls down on one of the nuns. That scene's really funny, and also um where they go on the camping trip. Junior and his dad go to the camping trip, and then Junior ends up you know, having a bear come to the campsite, and he has meat, and he basically attracts the bear to come to the campsite and everything. And yeah, it's pretty funny. And here's the side and the back. And this is a double feature. This is the franchise collection, a Problem Child Tantrum Pack. This has the first two. There's three of them, but the third one's not released on DVD, but only the first two are, and these are available on Blu-ray, which I like to pick those up sometime. But yeah, and here's the disc art, which is pretty cool. Sometimes like they'll have it like two discs or like double sided or something, or have it on just one disc like they do here. But yeah, it's great. Like I like this cover art. There's a picture of Junior, and in the background, it's a silhouette of him dressing up as Satan for a birthday party that he went to, and that's also very funny too. The birthday party scene where he's invited to this birthday party. The girl's a brat, and she doesn't like him, and he basically wreaks havoc at her party, and you know, does all kinds of crazy stuff. And there's also a very funny scene where like he's writing to the serial killer guy, which that's a picture of him right there. It's pretty funny. And it's also pretty crazy too. Yeah, for like a PG rated movie, like ratings were different back then. For those who don't know, ratings were, but like this one it's PG. It has a lot of off-color humor and some bad language, but like it's not something that's like has to be like rated R or anything like that. but it's still very funny. Like kids will like it. It probably is not for like little kids because a lot of the jokes will be, like above their heads, but it's still a very fun family movie. The second one's good too, but I'm gonna talk about that in a separate video. But so stay tuned for that video. Um, but yeah, it's very funny. I actually recently rewatched this one, and it's great on DVD. Both of them are in full frame, so if it fills up my TV, that's a uh, have a big screen TV, so it looks great. Um, yeah, you can get this set for pretty cheap these days, and they put these out on Blu-ray in recent years, if I'm correct. I'm not sure if the Blu-rays are still available to find, or like they might be hard to find. I may be wrong about that, so don't quote me on that. But if you guys want to look it up and let me know down below, feel free to. Um, but yeah, it's a good coming of age story. Um, like it's hard. It shows that being a parent is very hard, and being like an adoptive child isn't easy, and um, parents obviously adopting children is not easy too, and it's hard to fit in and stuff like that. And you can tell where Junior's coming from. Like that like there's a lot of story about him, after he was born, stuff like that. But I'm not gonna give that away. But there's like a lot of stuff that like in there that like you see why, he acts the way he acts, and and everybody at the orphanage, doesn't like him and stuff like that. Like everybody just like hates him, and like um by the time that like he gets adopted by the Healy family, and they're all happy and stuff like that. So yeah, like it's just super super funny, and you gotta check it out. It's pretty short. It's only an hour and 21 minutes. That's 81 minutes, and but yeah, it's a fun short film. Definitely want to check that out if you haven't seen it. Definitely go check it out. So yeah, that's basically it, and I thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.